everybody, welcome back to my channel. It looks like Corey Sims and Leah Messer, Sims back to Messer, Calvert then back to Messer again because she can't stop cheating on husbands, are headed back to family court. In the past, Leah was a primary custodian of the twin daughters that she and Corey shared until an alleged pill addiction, anxiety disorder, narcolepsy all caused her to slack on her motherly duties and lose custody of the twins to Corey. Leah fought the ruling almost immediately and was eventually awarded 50-50 custody somewhere down the line, and she was super happy with that, which is kind of ironic because when the ball was over in her court, she absolutely refused every single request that Corey had to have 50-50 custody with her. So it's really funny that now all of a sudden 50-50 custody is a great thing. Yeah, you heard that right. When Leah was a primary custodian, there was nothing wrong with the fact that Corey got to see the daughters less than her, but when Corey had the exact same amount of time that she previously had, all of a sudden he was an awful father who tried to erase the mother from the children's lives. Kind of funny how that works. For some reason, in Leah's mind, she is the far better parent to the daughters than Corey is, even though we consistently see on the show that her kids get to school late, looking unkempt, and don't even really get to eat anything all that healthy. From what I remember of the girls eating, I'm pretty sure that their diet at Leah's house consists of Cheetos, midnight raviolis, and who could forget the freaking Lunchables. And anytime anyone ever criticizes Leah for not giving her children a healthy diet or getting them to bed on time or waking them up early enough for school, all she'd always say is that she's tired. But am I the only one wondering why a person with no job, no personal activities is always exhausted? So if you watch Teen Mom, then you know by now that they famously love to give the dads awful edits while making the moms look like angels despite whatever they do. So Leah, you have to admit that if a show that's literally scripted to cater to you and kiss your ass and hide all of your alleged drug and infidelity problems can't give you a good girl edit, there must be something seriously wrong with the things that you do. If any of the dads on this show had the audacity to rob their young children out of not one, but two stable homes, all because they were addicted to having affairs with their drug-popping ex, there's no way in this world that it would not be rehashed in every single episode and held over their heads. No way, no how. Not a single chance. So you're very lucky. Her own daughters have been shown on TV crying about how they have to go toast their own food because mommy sleeps all day. We've seen them try to avoid getting crushed in the backseat of her truck as God knows what fell all over them. Crying about freezing in the backseat with no jackets and being hungry because Leah didn't have any time to make them any breakfast and there was nothing in the fridge at all. And we've also seen them eating dinner at midnight for God knows what reason. Though a lot of sources, her ex-husbands included, suspect that a drug problem caused Leah's sudden incompetency, her and her enabling mother insist that it's nothing but exhaustion. Exhaustion from what, Leah? You don't have a job, you don't clean your house. Like, what are you so exhausted by? What is causing her so much exhaustion that her house, her garage, and her car all look like something straight out of Hoarders? I don't know about you guys, but I've never seen someone so tired that they start randomly talking about there being dye in a baby's head or being too strong for a baby's head in the middle of a totally unrelated conversation. And I've also never seen someone so exhausted that their eyes roll to the back of their heads as they almost dropped a little baby in their hands. Nope. And I know a lot of hardworking people. I've never, ever in my life seen anyone that exhausted in real life or on a different television show. Have you? I feel like there's something really deep and scary going on with Leah that she, her family, and MTV continue to cover up with safe words like monkey instead of confronting it so that she can heal herself and become a better mother to her daughters. MTV should seriously be ashamed of themselves for putting really at-risk individuals like her and Janelle and so many other people out for public consumption without even thinking about how things impact their lives and the lives of their children. I mean, this is not a joke. Dr. Drew cannot continue to act like there's nothing wrong here. I mean, 5 patients have died under his care. Is that not enough? At what point are you guys going to step in here and save her? Producers from your own show have talked about how they had to quit because they've seen these women endanger their children on so many occasions. Some of them are absolutely filthy, and you don't do anything about that? Are you serious? Is money really that important to you? Custody issues between Leah and Corey got so tense that she literally said on camera that she doesn't care if he ever takes another breath. That is absolutely disgusting. Let me remind you of a few things, Leah. It's not Corey's fault that you have less time to spend with your daughters. You're the one that cheated twice in your relationship and broke up your family. Corey's not the one that keeps a filthy house and car that children shouldn't be around. He's not the one that consistently gets them to school late. He's not the one sleeping in all day while they cook for themselves. He's also not the one who only knows how to create Cheetos, midnight ravioli, and Lunchables. We've never seen Corey texting and driving while his children were in the car. He's also not the one who's forgotten his kids in the car. We've also never seen him smoke while his children are in the car. Isn't that illegal? Take some responsibility for once in your life. And when you whine about how Corey doesn't just change his schedule at the drop of a hat so that you can have the twins at the same time as their half-sister Addie, all I could do is laugh at your total lack of self-awareness. You broke up your chance to see your daughters full time. The average person would have learned their lesson after the first affair, but nope, not you. You decided to rip your children out of a second home, all because you could never learn from your mistakes or accept responsibility for a single thing in your life. Corey doesn't owe you the ability for Aliannah and Aleeah to see Addie. You owe that to them, and you failed when you cheated on Jeremy with Robbie and got caught on a deer cam. So now when Corey goes back to battle for full custody of his daughters, I really hope he gets it, because it's really clear that their best chance at stability, nutrition, and a bright future is with him and Miranda until you can get yourself back together. Anybody with eyes can see that Leah loves and adores her daughters, but she's just not ready to have them full time. She's not organized enough. Not knowing how to care for your daughters doesn't mean that you don't love them. It just means that you need to clean yourself up and get yourself back together again so that you can go back at it with 110% so you can be the best mom that you can possibly be for them. This might surprise you guys, but when Teen Mom 2 debuted, Leah was actually my favorite mom out of both casts, Teen Mom OGs and Teen Mom 2. She was gorgeous, sweet, working while going to school, and doing the best that she could for her twin daughters, Aliannah and Aleeah. I really miss that Leah, and more importantly, her daughters probably really miss and need that Leah more than anybody. So I asked you guys on Twitter whether or not you felt like Corey should have full custody of the girls, and most of you said yes. It's clear as day that Corey is an amazing father who wants nothing but the best for his kids, and that his home with Miranda is so stable and great for them. Let's hope that Leah takes some much needed time to really heal herself and clean herself up so that she could be the great mom that she once was. So what do you think about the custody situation? Do you think that the twins are better off with Corey or Leah? Share your opinions in the comments down below. As always, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos.